Hello, folks. Welcome to Synergy Help Desk. Go ahead and get this started. I have people coming over from the last session. So can you let me know and just go ahead and put in the chat if you are new to this session? I think you all are able to access the chat. New. Okay, I have one person new. Anybody else, just because everybody else has heard the spiel. And if it's just Rachel, Rachel, have you gone to NTO or the Clerk Institute? Anything, have I seen you before? And are you new to SFUSD? Okay, so you're from, okay, great. So Rachel, I won't go over the spiel because the spiel is just introducing you to Synergy. Again, I have more participants. Please go ahead and put in the chat if this is your first time seeing me or seeing a presentation about Synergy, because I have about 10 people who are coming over from the last session. So I wanna see if I need to do this presentation for folks. All right, I got another first timer. Anybody else? Okay, new to the session. So I'm gonna, for my folks returning, if you want to give me like 5 minutes just so I can catch everybody up. Thank you all for letting me know who's new. I'll go ahead and go through the presentation. The presentation will just take about 5 minutes and then we will get on to some questions. Okay, so why Synergy? I've had a couple roles at the school district and no one really explained to me the why of Synergy. So I always like to start my presentations with basing it in why we use Synergy, or what Synergy is rather. So the school uses a couple different systems. SACE, which is our special education information system, Illuminate, which holds our state testing, Student Nutrition Services, which holds our family's income levels so we can get funding for student nutritions and school lunches. All of that information is stored into Synergy. Now, Synergy has several different dashboards, and you'll hear me refer to them. There'll be admin view, those are what our clerks and our principals are using. Student view, what our students are using. Teacher view, teachers, family view, and all of those are just a dashboard pulling from the same thing, which is Synergy. One thing that does pull from Synergy, so all of these bring information in, and School Messenger actually pulls Synergy information from Synergy. So we use School Messenger for our robo calls, or if the school is shut down, or if there's an emergency. If your student's information is incorrect for their caring adult, we will not be able to get that message to them. So please make sure your student's information, whether you're a clerk, teacher, or admin, really try to push for all that information to be updated. Otherwise, communicating with their families doesn't work so well. So how are you going to use it? That being said, I just went over the district inputs that we have through SACE and Illuminate. Synergy is also used as a platform to push out information to our families. So this is the way we are now distributing electronic emergency cards, school applications, and acknowledgements. So while we still have the paper on file at our school sites, we are moving to getting the district to really do things online. So each one of our families receive these cards or files, if you will, through their parent portal. Once they answer those questions, that information is now stored into Synergy and student and teachers can now access it. This is also the last place where I'll talk about the how and the why of Synergy. Everything that we put in Synergy, from our grades, our data, our ethnic backgrounds, our language needs, our test scores, that's all where we pull our information for our state and our federal funding. So it's very important that our student records are accurate. If not, it will affect us as a district. How will I use Synergy? So now this is the part where I'm gonna just let me make sure one more slide. Yeah, no. So this is the part where I'm gonna kind of divide it up because it's Digital District Day and I could have a couple of everybody. This is a large slide deck. Let me go ahead and drop the slide deck in here for you all. So it's 60 slides. It's a very large slide deck. If you are a new teacher, you want to click on this teacher tool thing. That's going to take you to where the teacher should start. If you're a new clerk, same thing with clerk, admin, so you won't have to go through all of the presentation. Each one of these there's a couple things I do want to show you on the presentations. So each one of these is linked to toolkits. So that was my teachers. My teachers who want to know their attendance, all of this is going to take you to an external toolkit, which has videos and one sheets on how do I take attendance, enter grades, and so on. So this slide deck, if you will, download it, bookmark it, because you're going to want to go back to these areas. How can I get help for myself or families? This is a really important one. So if you're a teacher, this is where you're going to go to get all your information. Student, this is where you can show it for them. If you click on admin, the admin has one for admin. Parents, this is where you can help with the parents. So this one is parent facing, meaning if your parent comes in and is like, I don't know how to change my contact information, can you change my phone number for me? Depending on your access, if you're a teacher, you definitely cannot change their phone number for them. But what you can do is you can click on this toolkit and you'll see what it exactly looks like from their screen, and you can walk them through the steps to update their contact information. Or you can help them figure out how to view if their students absent, non-absent, and assignments, etc. The last thing before I let you all explore the slide deck on your own is up here in the corner, need more assistance, please feel free to call us. If you happen to be working during business hours, which we have, it's 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 Monday through Friday, give us a call if you're stuck. It's the quickest way that we can help you. I know my teachers work a lot of late nights. I did a lot of late night planning and getting things done, and you're gonna have a question at 11 p.m. Go ahead and create a help desk ticket. Please, 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 I cannot stress this enough. Take a screenshot of where you are stuck. This is going to help us tremendously. It's going to take about a day or two for us to receive that message, and then another day for us to send you a message just to figure out more about the problem. Go ahead and take a screenshot. If you can write on it, put arrows, show us where you give us the most information you can about your problem, and that'll really cut down on time. The last one down here is a test environment. So once your students are inputted in there, which I will, you can see if you are middle school to high school, you can see them on Tuesday, August 15th. If you are K through 5, your schedule should already be in there. If it's not, please check with your admin. But going back to this, if you want to try out your grades and you want to really focus on what your grades are, you're waiting, you want to know how to drop assignments, but you're nervous about messing up things in Synergy, we have a test environment which does not touch anything in real Synergy. It looks just like Synergy, and we update it weekly. So give us a week to get your students in there. But once they're in there, if you want to go into that test environment and see what assignments look like, or you want to see what grading look like and play with it without messing up things in real time, that is an option for you. If you click here, it's going to give you instructions how to log or how to download an app. You're going to need a VPN app only if you are working on the test environment outside of a school login. So if you're offsite, you'll need the VPN. Please look at the instructions. If not, you can just jump to the website address that's on there. So again, I'm going to go back to these ones because this is where we are, how you will use Synergy. And I'm going to go ahead and let you all explore it. In the meantime, go ahead and open it up for questions. Whatever questions you have, if you just came into this presentation, please take about 5 minutes to go ahead and look through it before you ask some questions, because most of the questions can be answered in the toolkit. If you came from my last presentation and you have a question, I'm going to give you all priority. So for the next 5 minutes, please just allow the people who were in my previous presentation to get their questions answered, and then I'll open it up to everyone. and you can go ahead and come off mute. You can put a question in the chat. However, I can help you for the next 17 minutes or so. I am here, and I wish you all the best luck. How do I get the link for Synergy? Slides. Yes. Okay, let me go through these one by one. Are there? So the link for Synergy. What Synergy are you referring to? The actual Synergy, Parent View Synergy? Whoever wrote that one, if you want to come off mute and let me know.
Hi, this is Bo. I'm a new teacher, so I hear you talking about this. I only just got me an email, SFUSD this afternoon, so I'm like,
okay. So Vo, go through
how do I
your
get this?
emails. That's okay. So go through your emails because it does take a process. Once HR has onboarded you, then they send us your SFUSD email address and your employee number, and then we go ahead and set you up. So if you just got that today, look through your emails, but maybe a day or two before you're entered in the system with instructions.
Okay, thanks.
All right, I entered the slides in there for someone who asked for slides. RSP. Maria, that is a lead and question for our board. I only do what I am told. So RSP teachers should very much have, at the very least, view only access so you can see your students and you can see your students' files. For us, the more people that have access and the more people that can put in information, it's better. So it's not a technical reason why we wouldn't give you access. It would be a board policy or a school policy. And unfortunately, that is above my pay grade. Okay, you can see your
Thank you for that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, grade books thinking. So Ms. Chris Claus, it looks like go ahead, and if everybody's been able to do it and you've been able to do it previously, then there's no reason it should be working. It may be something on the back end we need to reset. Go ahead and open up a help desk ticket and go ahead and put SIS in there, student information system, Google Classroom Sync. And that'll get to us directly so we can look at your account. And if others at your site have been doing it, you're a 7th year teacher, there's no reason it shouldn't be working, but sometimes there are glitches on the back end. So we can look at that for you. Okay, let's see. Perfect. And I'm reading you all messages as I'm getting direct messages as well. I think you all are able to message. Oh, there we go. Let me do it for everyone. And now you'll be able to go ahead and message it so everyone can see it. Perfect. Anyone just coming in, if you need access to the chat or if you need access to the slides, please let me know and I'll be happy to drop them in and give you a quick recap on what you missed. So if you're coming in late, please let me know. I'll give you the slides and a quick recap. Absolutely. Let me drop that in here. Slides are dropped in the chat again for anyone. Again, please make sure you download these, bookmark them. Those references are going to be really great, especially if you're new to the district. I've been new to the district. It's hard coming in. Who do I ask for questions? Who has the answers? We've tried to really make this transparent and give you as much information as we can up front. That being said, everything's in there from how to rename your student. Maybe their name is Charles and they go by Charlie, so you want to make sure that people are calling them Charlie. You can add your students' nicknames in there. You can do seating charts, leave notes for subs. If you take about an hour or two just to look at these guides, I guarantee you your year is going to go a whole lot smoother. One thing for my teachers, please make sure you're aware of what's on the student profile. I know we always wait For 5, we want as much information as our students as we can get. As soon as you have your class roster, look at each student. You can see notes. There should be notes if they have 504s, if they have IEPs, those will all be marked in there. If they have food allergies, all of those are icons on your student profile. So again, I know my teachers are hungry for information on their students, and we have limited RSP people, and my SPED folks are limited. So please take advantage of Synergy. And if the kiddo's been in the district and people have been using Synergy and really taking notes, you may be able to get some information. And make sure to hover over the little blue line because some icons hide. Yes, so hide, they're all there, but they do hide. So sometimes they're up here, sometimes they're down here. Just really depends. Sometimes they're right here, here, here. But for the most part, this is a very interactive PDF.
Are you showing the icons on your slide or in Synergy?
When you say, so I thought you meant on the slides. What are you referring to?
So like when we're looking at our student rosters, right? And they have the little icons at the bottom underneath their pictures.
Oh, okay, yes.
There's a blue line on the side that hides more of the icons. Like some of my rosters just got loaded, and actually one of the icons that hid was custody issues.
Oof.
And I was like, I need to know that this family has custody issues more than I need to know if the student has their Chromebook, but okay.
No, definitely. But so that's good. There's also going to be, and it's in your teacher view handbook, there's going to be, and it happens every year, I can't find my student. It's not there for me to mark it. There is a way for you to expand it. It's a silly little thing in Synergy. Again, it's not intuitive, but it's a silly, you expand your window and that missing student is there. So again, much like Rachel's awesome tip about click on the blue line, this is not intuitive. The more you explore it, the more information you will get. Rachel, can you give me a testament to how much information you get through there if you actually can look in it?
You can find so much through Synergy, but yeah, it's not intuitive. But like I teach high school, and my kids will sometimes say they're related to each other. I'm like, really? And then you can actually go and see if they have siblings that are in SFUSD or have been in SFUSD, and it's hidden under parent guardian, but it's there.
Perfect. So that's a great example of how if you just spend some time with this, Rachel's saying it, I am saying it, it is not like an app where you're going to swipe left, swipe right, and automatically know what to do. You got to spend some time with it. But I guarantee you spend an hour or two with Synergy before you start the school year, it will save you 10 hours later on. Minimum of 10 hours of, oh, how do I do attendance? How do I mark them tardy? Wait, if they're minus 30, how can I email their parents and make a note of it? It will be helpful for you. Got about 10 more minutes. Anybody else have some questions? All right, Elon, it's very weird to stare at myself, so I'm just going to go off camera. I'm going to put it back on the screen so people know where we are. Please feel free, unmute, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. However, I can help you. I am here for you to get that first week started nice and smoothly. And again, please bookmark these, download it, so you will have this as a reference guide, because it's not really relevant until you're really in the thick of it. And you'll be very grateful that you have all your answers in front of you. gonna wrap up in about 5 minutes. Just let me know. I hope you are all finding these tools helpful. I did forget to give this out last time, so if you attended the last one or you're in this one, please go ahead and fill out the feedback. It helps us make sure we can improve our presentation so we can serve you all better and make you more enabled to use Synergy so you can serve our students. Again, thank you all so much for what you do. And again, I apologize for the Synergy non-intuitiveness, but if you get through it, it will serve our students. And I wish you all the best start to a school year. You're all very welcome. Thank you all for what you do. Alrighty, folks. Last about minute for any any questions? Anybody else? Any questions? Anybody else need the link to the slides one last time before we're off? Okay, folks, I'm going to be signing off. Last chance for questions. Thank you all so much for attending today's workshop. I hope those slides and resources really help you, and I wish you a great start to your school year.